Hey, what is happening? This is Linus, you're watching TechLine, and in today's video I wanted to talk about the Realme GT2. At the time of this video, the phone costs about 550 euros, but obviously prices may be different in other regions. You know, I like companies like Realme who are not afraid of experimenting with different phone designs. For instance, if you follow my channel, you know that I reviewed the Realme GT, then the GT Master Edition, and those devices looked a little bit different. With the GT2, Realme tries to stand out from the crowd again, and in fact they are using first bio-based polymer smartphone design that both looks nice and it is environmentally friendly. In practice, the surface of the backplate looks and feels like paper, it feels nice in the hand, and again, kudos to Realme for trying to innovate and stand out from the crowd.
I also like a very bright and nice looking 6.62-inch 1080p Plus OLED display with a 120Hz refresh rate. The Gorilla Glass 5 covered panel has good contrast and vibrant colors, outdoor visibility is not an issue thanks to 1300 nits of peak brightness, and is a great quality screen overall. I found the under-the-display fingerprint scanner to be fast and accurate, and on the top left corner we have a cutout for a 16-megapixels selfie camera. On the back there is a triple optic system that consists of a 50-megapixels main, 8-megapixels ultra-wide, and a 2-megapixels macro lens. The phone weighs about 194 grams, but it houses a 5000 mAh battery that can be recharged in just about 33 minutes with a supplied 65 watts fast charger. I found the battery life to be excellent, as the device could easily last me a full day even when I used it intensively. If you tend to use the phone mostly for the basic stuff like social media and web browsing, this is easily a 2-day battery phone. If you watch a lot of online videos, the GT2 will last you up to 20 hours. The dual speaker system sounds very good and it is loud. A few shortcomings: there is no micro SD card slot and the phone is neither water resistant nor splash proof.
When it comes to specs, the Realme GT2 uses last year's Snapdragon 888 processor, which still has plenty of power for most users. The fully spec'd model has 12 GB of RAM and 256 GB of storage, and Realme is going to charge you only 50 euros extra compared to a 128 GB model that has 8 GB of RAM. All of these specs translate into excellent gaming performance no matter which titles you play, and Realme's proprietary cooling system works well in practice. The phone remains relatively cold to the touch even after longer gaming sessions.
As far as user interface goes, we have Realme UI 3.0 that is built on top of Android 12. Some may call this user interface a little bit cartoonish, but I personally like the UI because of its speed, responsiveness, and loads of extra features and customization options, which I don't really use every day, but it's nice to know that I have options. The wide-angle shooter on this phone does not really impress, as images could be sharper. However, the main lens produces really nice photos, and if you switch to the dedicated 50-megapixels mode, you'll get images that have plenty of detail, sharpness, and natural-looking colors. The camera lacks an optical zoom lens, but I found 2x digital zoom images look quite good. Portrait shots usually have good edge detection, and they look nice despite the lack of a dedicated depth sensor. Macro shots, on the other hand, are a hit or miss. Night mode is available on both the wide angle and the main lens, and in 2x digital zoom mode. Just like in good lighting, the main camera produces the best results, and I like the overall quality of the images. Selfies and selfie portraits usually come out nice in good light. At night, the images look a lot softer, but they are still usable. Both 4K 60 and 30 FPS modes produce nice, stable, and smooth footage even when you record videos without using any stabilization tools like gimbals. Selfie video resolution maxes out at 1080p, and the overall quality could be better. Besides, you need to turn on image stabilization to avoid shakiness. As a result, you get a significant crop factor. Lastly, the sound recording quality is just mediocre.
This is 1080p video test. Handheld, no stabilization tools, but I'm holding the phone in two hands, and I also turned video stabilization feature on.
The Realme GT2 is a good and well-balanced phone, but it is not perfect. The shortcomings worth noting: the lack of water resistance, the wide-angle camera performance is mediocre, the selfie video quality could be better, and there is no micro SD card slot for storage expansion, but 256GB is more than enough for most users. On a positive note, you get a nicely designed phone that looks a little bit different than the competition, the display is near excellent, the overall performance is great, the battery lasts a long time and it can be recharged in just about 30 minutes, and the main camera produces really nice photos, especially using a dedicated 50 megapixels mode. Lastly, the Realme UI may be a matter of personal preference, but I like it because of its smoothness and all the extra features.
So here's my verdict. The Realme GT2 is not a perfect device, and you should definitely consider the previously mentioned shortcomings if they matter to you personally, but I think it's a well-balanced device that has quite a few flagship qualities. What do you think about the Realme GT2? Would you buy this device, or would you choose another option in this price range? As always, like the video if you liked it, drop me a comment down below if you have any questions, please subscribe to the channel if you like my content, and as always, it was Linus, thank you for watching and see you soon.